everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to jump into my November favorites and a few fails. Now, I don't know if you guys are with me, but like I'm kind of rejecting the fact that it's already December. I just don't want it to be December, so I'm just gonna kind of pretend it's like September. I don't know. Once it starts snowing here, I'm not going to be able to deny it. But like, and everywhere you go, it's like Christmas everything. But I'm just not willing to accept the fact that it's December. I don't like it. As you guys know, I had, taken some time off in November. It was actually much needed time off, to be honest. We had a death in the family, and then I took some time off for the holidays, and it was just relaxing and exactly what the doctor ordered, you know what I mean? And now I'm just like refreshed and revived and so excited to be back on camera. Some of these products I've used on camera and some of them I haven't. The first product I want to talk to you guys about is something that I have never talked to you guys about. And as many of you guys know, back on September 24th, I ripped out half of my lashes right here in the front. And as you can see up here on the screen, I ripped them out. I was curling them with an eyelash curler and my hand like cramped up on me. As I was pushing down on it, my hand kind of cramped and it flipped like this and ripped out all of the lashes right here. Now this image right here shows you how many lashes it actually ripped out. You can see them kind of floating on the table. It was very upsetting because I had worked really hard to grow them out. Very hard. And I had been using several different types of eyelash growth serums to try to get them to be not only longer, but thicker. Fast forward, it is now early December, and I have no false lashes on. These are my real lashes. These lashes right here, all mine. They have not only grown in that fast, but they also are thicker than they were before I ripped them out. Now, I have to tell you, I've tried several different eyelash growth serums. Several, you guys, several. Some are the high end, some are the, a little bit more affordable, some on Amazon. I have tried probably 5 or 6 different brands. This stuff right here is highly rated on Sephora. I mean, I think it almost has a 5-star. So when I ripped out my lashes, I decided I'm going to order this and I'm going to put it to the test and I'm going to see if it will grow my lashes back out, because I have had my lashes kind of fall out before and it takes months. That's why I was so devastated, is because I was assuming, based on my experience with lashes falling out, that it would take months for me to get them back. 6 to 8 months for me to get them to where I don't have to wear individual lashes or, or lash band lashes. Okay. This stuff is Dr. Devgan. Now I think it's Dr. Laura. I will link it in the description box down below. It's $150, but you get 5 milliliters, which is a pretty decent amount for a lash growth serum. It has worked wonders for my lashes because not only are they coming back, but they're getting thicker and thicker. And I've finally reached that point where if I want to wear lashes, I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. I bought a backup during the Sephora sale. Now, you guys know that there is a Sephora coupon sale going on right now. You can get 20% off of one order if you're a Rouge member. This is the first one. I bought this right after I ripped them out, and I still have quite a bit left in here. So I would say this is probably a 3 to 4 month supply. I would probably say more likely 3 months, but depending on, how much you're using it. Now, I actually use it twice a day, morning and night, on upper and lower lashes. For me, the thing that I've noticed about this is not only are they getting longer, but they're getting thicker. None of the other lash growth serums I've ever used allowed my lashes to get thicker. I always just had these like thin little lashes that would look a little bit longer, but these are actually like making them fuller. If you've ever ran across it on the Sephora website and you've wondered, does that stuff really work? I am here to tell you it does. It has 366 reviews on Sephora and 4.7 out of 5 stars. There is a reason why it has that many stars. There is a reason why people love this stuff. So I'm happy to report that these lashes have came back. They're back, and I'm very grateful. Let's talk about this for just a second. So now that it's winter time, this is like my ride or die. I can't wear this in the summer because it's a little bit too heavy for me in the summer, but this is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is what I picked up during the Sephora sale because I knew I was going to need it. During the winter, I get more dry and I need all of the moisture that I can get. And this stuff is fantastic. So if you are a seasonal, like dry skin person like I am, I love this stuff. I've tried several different ones, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great heavy creams out there. One of them, like if you didn't want to spend as much as, if you don't want to spend the money on this, the other one that I recommend is from Clinique. There's two different forms. There's like one that's like a thicker, heavier cream. And then there's one that's kind of a gel formula. The gel formula, I would say from Clinique, I'm going to put it right up here on the screen because I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. That one is kind of like the water cream from Tatcha, where it's not as heavy and it really kind of sinks into the skin very beautifully. But then they have another one that's really, really good hydration. I'm going to put that right up here on the screen. If you didn't want to spend the money on this one, I recommend this one from Clinique. I have used that one several times and it's fantastic. So, you know, just FYI, but I sure do love this Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Ooh, it's so good. It is so good. And it's time for me to, you know, start using it. The next product I gotta talk about is this highlighter from Fenty. I love this. Love this. Now, you guys know I completely botched and screwed up my review of the Fenty highlighters because I kind of got the shades mixed up on what was new and what wasn't. In the 3 colors that were launched, I finally got the right shade, which this one is called Royal Icing. This one has more of like a champagne gold color. I love this. Oh my gosh. I love putting this over like a beautiful light highlighter. It's so pretty. In fact, I will tell you, my favorite combination right now is this over top of the Nude. I Need a Nude highlighter from Natasha Denona. Is it I Need a Nude? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? No. Yeah, I Need a Nude Glow. So putting on the I Need a Nude Glow and then putting this over top of it, oh, it is a beautiful combination. But I have to tell you, Royal Icing is so pretty. And like I said in my review of these, they're not too glittery and they just really look beautiful. And I can't help but love it. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Let's talk about my next little thing that I got during the Sephora sale that I'm kind of obsessed with. So you guys know I absolutely love my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. You guys know it's my favorite, right? This is the shade medium 2. So during the Sephora sale, of course, I was going to stock up and get me another one, which I did. I got me one in the medium 2. But while I was there, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try the light and see if I like the light, maybe to kind of brighten the eyes a little bit. And boy, do I love the light. It's so good. Okay, so I haven't put this on yet because I want to just show you guys what it looks like. All right. So, of course, I love applying it with my soft cheek, my mini cheek brush from Sonia G. So, I just basically place this like right here in this area. And look at that. I mean, you can see, right? It just kind of diffuses that area to like a perfection. Oh, it is so pretty. And I really like the light color. As I've gotten older, I can't wear the light concealers under my eyes, right? I can't do that. It makes me look ridiculous if my concealer's too light. I used to wear my concealers way too light, but I've noticed that as I've gotten older, if I stick to like 1 or 2 shades lighter than my foundation, it looks better. However, I was missing that brightening effect under the eye. So switching to this shade, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's fantastic. So I will use the medium 2, like, you know, right up here on the forehead area. You know, I'll swirl my brush around and kind of go up and around here as like the finishing powder. But I've been using this in the lighter color right here in the center, and it's just amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys in case you're my skin tone and you've been kind of curious how the light shade would look on your skin. It's so good. So let's move on to the palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This palette blew my marbles. Blew my marbles. This is the Fire and Rose palette, and I am obsessed. It is gorgeous. This is one of those palettes that I am obsessed with. This shade right here needs to be a part of her permanent topper collection. And I hope she realizes just how amazing this shade is. Like, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous. One of the prettiest toppers from her ever. And the thing that I also like about it is it doesn't get hard panned like her other topper shades do. And then you have this beautiful matte shade right here, which is so pigmented and blends like a dream. One of her best quads, you guys. One of her best quads. I just have never seen a quad just so gorgeous, and oh, it's so pretty. She did such a great job on this palette. Now, I did see that she is launching 3 new palettes inspired by her Hollywood Flawless filter, which you guys know I love the Hollywood Flawless filter. So I'm very excited about those palettes, and of course I will be picking them up. I don't think it's until like, I don't know, like December 20th or 21st or something like that. But she outdid herself on this Fire and Rose. I am obsessed with this palette. So beautiful, so easy to work with, and I've worn it several times in the last 2 weeks. Love it. Okay, now another palette I'm going to talk about that I have not had a chance to talk to you guys about on camera yet. This is the Side by Side Nude palette from Nabla. So let's see. For the month of November, Trend Moods box was this palette, the brush set, and the Nabla mascara, okay? And so I have been using this. I've probably used this since I got it at least 15 times. I have filmed about 2 or 3 looks with it, and this is beautiful. And let me say this, I do think that this color story is very similar to the Biba palette from Natasha Denona. So I think if you have the Biba palette, you probably don't need this palette from Nabla. But if you don't have the Biba palette, which I don't have the Biba palette, I did, and I returned it because I didn't use it that much, and I didn't really want to keep it because it was so expensive. But if you don't have the Biba palette and you like the color story, but you just don't want to pay the money, this palette from Nabla, you guys, it is beautiful. And it has such gorgeous, like, everyday tones, and I love the maroons. It kind of reminds me of the Anastasia and Mario palette, which I don't have, but it kind of gives me those vibes that are just those normal neutral shades. Love this palette. This shade right here is probably, well, these 2 shades, you can see I've used a ton of them. These 2 shades are so pretty. I have just been using this palette like nonstop. It's gorgeous. One of these days I will upload probably just a video, not really a full review. I'll probably just do the video of looks using the palette because I do love it so much. I haven't had a chance to edit the review. I have it filmed, but I haven't had a chance to edit it. But I have to tell you guys, I love this palette. It is beautiful. In fact, the brushes I have been using nonstop as well. Now, I haven't used really the mascara, so I can't speak towards the mascara. I think I've used it once, and I really don't remember how I felt about it, so I'm not gonna say. But these 2 brushes from the Nabla set, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 7 brushes. These 2 are my favorite, which are the N303 and the N205. So this one right here is the N303, and you can see it's just like a small, tiny little pencil brush. And then this is very similar to the size of the mini booster from Sonia G. So let me show you guys. This blue one right here is the mini booster from Sonia G. So you can see that the Nabla is even smaller, and I have found that this is so easy to blend like a little teeny bit and a little bit more direct, kind of like what I'm wearing right now, which is a very light eyeshadow look. But I wanted to kind of define the outer corner and give a little bit something out there, but not too much. And this is like the perfect brush to kind of be able to give you a little bit of control when you're blending colors and you don't want to like have it overtake the look. Love these 2 brushes, but these are actually really good brushes. If you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of brushes, I do think this is a really good brush set. I was really impressed. I got it in this little pouch. So far, they're great brushes. I have really enjoyed them. Let's talk about this foundation from Huda. This is a beautiful foundation. It really is. And I would say it kind of reminds me of the Tom Ford stick foundation, although it doesn't last as long as the Tom Ford stick foundation does on me. But this is a great option for those of you who don't want to spend the $88 on the Tom Ford Stick Foundation. This is a great one. I've been impressed with it, and a lot of people are raving about it, and there's a reason. I don't think those who have like combo or oily skin is going to like it because it's a little bit more on the like a little bit on the dewy natural side. And the reason why I say that is because this does not block any oils coming through. Every time I wore it, I would always have some oils that would kind of really come through, much more than with some of the other foundations that I wear in the T-zone area. But if you have dry skin, this is a beautiful foundation. I'm very, very impressed with the formula. She did a good job on it. So let's jump into a few things of lips. Now, I know that I said I don't really like to talk about a lot of lip stuff because we're in quarantine, we're in mask wearing mode, but I have to say, this shade from Tom Ford, holy shimokesies, it's so pretty. This is his new formula. It's not very good rated. I don't know why, because this stuff is beautiful and it lasts so long. I don't know why people aren't liking it. I haven't really read the reviews, but this is the Lip Spark. And I got it in this shade, let's see, 19 Synthetica, I think. Look how pretty that shade is. And it's kind of a metallic finish. So I'm just going to kind of put it over on top of what I have on right now. See the shine that it gives the lips? It just gives this beautiful, beautiful shine. And I pretty much wore this the entire week of like Thanksgiving. And my mom was like, what lipstick do you keep putting on? It's so pretty. And I like how it gives the lips a metallic finish. And it lasts. Like, it lasts. I'm very impressed with the formula. I don't know why people are not liking this. I was actually thinking about buying a different color, but I really didn't find a color that I wanted, but I love this color. I think it's so, so pretty. It's expensive. Yes, I know, but it's really pretty. The other one I want to talk about is this one from Charlotte Tilbury. Always loved the colors in the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips too. And this shade I have wanted to buy, but just kind of kept putting it on the back burner. So this is in the shade Dance Floor Princess, and it is so pretty. It's like a very natural, like pinky tone. And I'm starting to get into pink lipsticks. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but it's such a beautiful pink. Okay, come on, camera. You can focus on my arm at any moment. There you go. Look how pretty that pink is. It's very, very soft and just a very pretty shade. Now, the reason why I picked up this shade, I decided to like bite the bullet, is my friend Patty Alonso. She's a creator here, and she talked about, I can't remember what lip liner she uses with this. There's like a combo that she loves. I can't remember what the combo was, but she loved this certain lip liner with this Dance Floor Princess. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna finally buy it, and I love it. I think it's so, so, so pretty. Okay, so I had to mention it. These from, which is what I had on before I put on the Tom Ford lipstick. This set from Lisa Eldridge, holy smokes. It is fantastic. I am obsessed with this gloss. And I don't know if I talked about this in October's favorite. I might have. If I'm repeating myself, I 100% apologize. But her glosses are like the most opaque and beautiful glosses. They're so pretty. So this is the lip liner, this is the lipstick, and this is the gloss. And they are a match made in heaven. The lip liner is just a tint darker than the lipstick, which makes it so that it blends very easily together. And you can get that crisp line. I can see why everybody loves her stuff, because holy hot damn, they're pretty. So, so pretty. I am loving this set. I think I need to buy a backup. I love it so much. Okay, so that's it for my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and jump into my not so favorites. The first matte palette I want to talk about is this from KKW Beauty. A lot of you guys have been waiting for my review on this. Okay, so I've ordered the new palette that she did. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it right up here on the screen. I have it ordered. It's on its way. I just don't know when it's going to be here. This is the Opulence palette. Opulence? Yeah, it is, right? It doesn't have it on the back. But anyway, many of you guys have been waiting for my review on this palette from KKW Beauty. And here's the thing. So I reviewed the palette, but then I've just been delayed uploading the review. So I'm going to let you guys know right now how I feel about it. I do not like this palette. There's two reasons why I don't like it. Number one, The shades just don't really blend that well. This is a pressed powder palette. I've never used a pressed powder palette from her. See how it says KKW Beauty, and then right there it says pressed powder palette. So this is a different type of formula than I'm used to from her, and I do not like it. Okay, so like these 3 shades right here, I struggled so much getting them to blend. I could not get them to blend. Finally got them to blend. It takes a minute, it takes some work, but I got it. However, when I filmed this review, I did 2 looks, and then I was, I had plans to come back the next day, film the final look, and then film like the intro and stuff. Well, that night, so when I was wiping off my makeup, my eyes felt a little tender, and I was like, oh, this is weird. And let me just add, I've never had a reaction to eyeshadow palettes. I don't have sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive eyelids. So I rarely, I think I've maybe had it happen one time. If it has, it wasn't that deep. This hurt my eyes, burned my eyes. So for 3 days, I could not do my makeup, which delayed me being able to do a 3rd look, which I decided not to. But I couldn't wear makeup. Like all around here was really red, and especially right here. It felt like I had taken something and burned my eyelid with it. It was terrible. It hurt so bad. So here's the thing. There's something in the pigments that my skin reacted to, okay? Does not mean it's going to happen to everybody. We all know that makeup, works differently for everyone. But I do want to tell you I did have that experience. But with that out of the way, let's just forget that my skin hated it and, it felt like I got burned. These shades don't blend very well. This shade is totally fine. This shade is totally fine. These shimmers, they're okay. They're nothing to like write home about, but they're okay. Let me swatch them for you. So they're okay. They're pretty, especially if you like purple. It's just those 3 shades right up here. Bam, bam, bam. Not good. Not good. They don't blend very well. So I wanted to mention that. Now, I think my plan is once I get the other palette that's new and once it arrives and I review it, I will probably pop up the 2 looks that I created with this palette in case some of you guys have the palette and you want to see. And then I'll probably give my final thoughts in that, about this palette. I'll try to put it in there somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but just want to let you guys know I don't recommend this palette. Okay, the next product I got to talk about is this concealer from Suku. So I like the foundation. I think it's a little bit overrated for how much coverage you get, but that's okay. But this has this is called an intense cover concealer. Y'all, this is like a light coverage concealer, if you can call it that. I did not think this covered at all. So I didn't really get the best shade, I will admit, but I just don't really love it. I don't think it's that flattering, and it kind of fades away to nothing. Like, I feel like when I put it on, I didn't really put any concealer on. I think this would only work for those of you that wear little concealer. And you don't have any dark circles, and you like just a very light coverage concealer, you might really like this because it is hydrating and it does look pretty. It's just not good. It doesn't have no coverage. It just doesn't have no coverage. And girl, I am at the age in my life where I need coverage because, whew, I just have, I have dark circles. That is what it is. And so I need coverage. Okay. All right. Now the other products I'm going to talk about, I actually got to dig the one out of my purse. Why did I put it out of my purse? Because I've been trying to make it work. I have been trying to find a way to make these very expensive lip tints from Charlotte Tilbury work. And let me tell you something. They don't work. I don't even know these are still available. When I reviewed them, they were only available for a week. Now, I have layered them several times. So for example, like this shade, which is the only one that I would ever recommend buying, was the Tripping on Love. These just don't stain the lips and they dry out my lips. So I took this one with me the other day. So I've had this one in my purse, tried it. Whew, I can't figure it out. I have layered this like 3 or 4 times and it looks dark and I'm like, okay, I got some lip stuff. But within like 2-3 hours, it's gone. I'm like, I thought these were supposed to be like lip tints. Lip tints kind of stain your lips and they're supposed to stay there. Plus, I just don't like the way they feel on my lips. It's kind of like a weird, like thick, texture on the lip. And I have tried so hard to make these work, you guys. And this color right here, which is called Santa Euphoria, I have layered this 5-6 times. I can't get any color out of it. And if I do, my lips look ridiculous. But I don't like the way they make my lips feel at all. Period. I can't get past the way that they feel. And here's the thing. I think even if I could get the colors to work, I still couldn't recommend them because I don't like the way that my lips feel. They feel kind of like, not numb, but kind of. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They don't give you a tingling sensation or anything like that, but they do something to the lip that I don't like, especially if you get it on your tongue. Oh, it is a trip. I'm not into it. Not into those at all whatsoever. So those are my favorites for the month of November. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Now, in one of my videos, I think it was that Get Ready With Me, I asked you guys if you guys were interested in a clothing haul. I have been buying a lot of clothes. I think I've actually been buying more clothes than makeup, to be quite honest with you. Because I'm kind of at that point where nothing's really exciting me that much in makeup. I hate to say that, but there's really not a lot this year. So I have been kind of going bat wild on buying. I have been kind of going shit crazy buying a lot of clothes. So that video will be coming up very soon. I am going to pull them all together and I'm very excited. So that's it for the video. Sound off down below. Let us know what you guys have been loving for the month of November. I'm going to tell you guys something. I always say this, and it's always true. You guys always have the best ideas, the best recommendations, the best advice. So please share with us in the comments down below what you guys have been loving for the month of November. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.